Fuck That Shit, Season 1, Episode 1. Let me start off by a brief overview, just a brief one, of what this series is about. This series is going to be where I take one social construct or social, mainstream whatever, or just something wrong with society, or things people do, or opinions of people or beliefs. Even though you're not supposed to rip on people's beliefs, when you're throwing your beliefs in my face, I'm gonna rip on them. So it's a pretty simple concept, if I do say so myself. So let's start out week 1, episode 1 on this weekly show, and let's start with religion. Now, you may hate that I'm choosing religion as our first topic, but hear me out. I have nothing against religion. I have nothing against what people believe and what people follow. Now, when you're trying to shove that down my throat, that's where I have a problem with you. And that's where I have a problem with religion. Is because most religious people are closed-minded. And they think that you are not basically whole if you don't believe in exactly what they believe in. So, to you, I say, stop shoving it down my throat, or I'll shove something else down yours. And you know what? You may not agree with me, but how would you like it if, let's just say, you are Jewish. I am, let's say, Christian. And obviously we don't get along for that simple fact. Now, let's say I tell you your life is not worth living unless you follow my religion. See, this is what pisses me off. If you're not blank, then you cannot succeed to your full potential. I think it's vice versa, and that, yes, people, I have nothing against it, but people that are like that, they believe because they can't believe in anything else because they're too scared of their own shadow to try anything new. They are afraid to follow anything aside from the norm. Yeah, the norm. Let's go with that. So, if you're trying to shove your religion down my throat, I'm going to shove something else down yours. Remember that. Especially, actually, I'm not going to mention them for, what's the word? I can't think of it right now, but for the sake of keeping this somewhat clean, yeah, fuck that shit. You see what I did there? For the sake of keeping this clean and a little bit less offensive directly, I'm not going to mention them, but there is certain religious groups whom say you can't live without their religion, and that life is not worth living. And you know what? I think my life is more worth living than yours. Yes, I sleep 12 hours a week, but you know what? My life is not confined to the box that you call religion. I have freedom to do whatever I want. Unlike you, who will go to your, and I quote, hell, end quote. So, what have we learned from this? You don't shove your beliefs down my throat. I don't shove mine down your throat. Along with various other objects that we do not mention. So, if you think that this is a good point, that you should not force your ideas of basically social construct onto people, let me know. And let me know something to rant about next week. So, until then, FTS. Be sure to follow me on the Tweeters and the Facebooks, facebook.com/tedjaga and twitter.com/tedjaga.